Can't concentrate now.
Oh, and he's all stressed because the lady from MTV's here. She's going to film his little face.
So
the things he said in the week, he was so worried. He's worried about the spot on his head. That won't come out. Just you got your best side.
He's on that side. That's all right.
Yeah, the camera's out. Look, he's getting nervous now. Okay, Karl, ignore the camera. Okay, just ignore the camera. Okay. Now, me and Steve have done our research for you, and we've got 2 amazing things to tell you. What should I tell them first, about the baby or the...
Well, they're
crab?
both equally fascinating, so you choose.
I'll tell you the crab thing first, right? Steve actually saw this thing in The Guardian the week about our research thing, and then we looked it up, we looked into it on Friday, and it is incredible. Right, listen to this. There's a thing in a bay in New England, right, where it's like the biggest... they make silicon chips and stuff for computers, right? And because of the data protection thing, after they've done them, because they have to destroy the plates, right, where the information's sort of put onto them, but there's still flakes of silicon. They sort of grind it down straight away, and some of the flakes got into the bay, okay, but some of the information's still on even the slight granules of silicon. Anyway, gets in the water, and silicon is rather like a carbon derivative. They reckon if there had been life on another planet and it wasn't carbon-based, it'd be silicon-based, because that simple sugars and proteins, it's just COH and that, and it can work with silicon, right? Anyway, the crabs have been taken up, it's still in the water, and they looked out on the beach, and over years the crabs have started sort of putting themselves in formations, like geometric format, and they couldn't work out why they were doing this. And when they put them in the experiment, they sort of like chopped them up, and they found they'd taken on silicon, and it had sort of got into their brain, and they were downloading information. They picked up little things, because it's just chemical, like electrical impulses had got information off the silicon chip, and they were interfacing it. But this is the amazing thing. One bloke sort of thought of this, and he thought, well, if it's a simple computer with a brain, if it's just a simple sort of electrical thing, then maybe there's sort of we could get it down. So what they did is they made a thing called a biointerface, and they put it into the crab's brain, just a really simple brain, so it's measured avant-garde, right? And it got impulses from it, and they were getting like computer readers, just flashes of like symbols and geometric things right on this screen to read the crab's brain, and it was stuff like fragments of a
what made them do this in the first place?
Because they saw the crabs behaving differently. They were behaving differently to each other. They were just like, they were, intelligent, and they were sort of solving problems and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, when they downloaded the thing, it was like they found one of the secretary's names where it had been on the silicon chip, where it was just like a flash of a computer screen. But the most amazing thing is they downloaded a memory, right? It was like a snapshot where it had been burnt onto the retina of the crab, just a snapshot of something, and it was like a picture of the beach like a couple of years ago, right? And they also did incredible, it was like just a digital black and white sort of thing, so they could see what the crab had seen.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Amazing.
So
intelligent crabs.
What are they doing with them now?
Super brain.
Well, they think this is the upshot. They think they could use it as spy crabs, because they could get these crabs. Also, the other thing is, as generations went on, right? So they put a crab in the sea or something, right? Lots of crabs in, and then as generations went on, a newborn crab, they downloaded the memory, and it had the memories of its great all together. It had every memory that any crab had been related to it beforehand, because it passed it on. It just passed it on.
So not even ones that had been eating the silicon stuff.
Yeah, no.
These are just like ones that have had kids.
Yeah,
and they've got like,
and they know so you'd know everything. Your everything right the way back.
So would that work if we ate silicon?
Well,
possibly.
So what are they going to?
Well, they can use them for all sorts of things, though. I mean, that's what's incredible. I mean, I don't know how you train it particularly. I don't know, it'd be quite tricky to train, but I'm assuming if they can do it that way, then presumably they can give it like certain silicon information, which they can then plant in it, if you like, within its sort of food.
Also, if you could get them onto enemy beaches, you'd have like 1,000 digital cameras just
sneaking around. You could get Osama bin Laden or someone just crawling around.
They don't understand the information they've got.
No, they don't know they're doing it. They just download them.
So that's the thing. So it's not like you could torture them and they won't be able to sort of give you the information. because they wouldn't know what information they had because they're just.
But the first crab they downloaded, they just kept seeing the same picture of a big crab feeding it, which they
really,
yeah,
wow, that's what like its mother crab or something.
Yeah, it was memories of it as a child.
But they're not in colour, presumably. Because
no, it's all in black and white. It's just a digital camera because it's just they don't see in black and white, so it's just like a I don't know. I think it's burnt onto the retina or something. And the only one that they kept were the ones they saw a lot of the time.
Wow.
I mean, in a way, some of the educating Ricky I've got for you today is on the similar lines.
Right.
Oh, you've got to be impressed by that. You've got to be impressed by that.
That's pretty good. I mean, I'm interested to see, what they do.
What they do with what the crab developments are.
But yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, just digest that information because that's not even the most impressive one we found.
I think it is.
I suppose it's pretty impressive, but the next one's maybe more shocking.
Okay, so that's the crabs that you can download their memories.
But what about other animals that are in the sea, in that same sea, eating the stuff? Have they tested them yet?
I don't know. I think they just took it on because their biology, something to do with, I presume they can take up minerals and, I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, next one, it's just on the horizons. A bodybuilder, yeah?
This is freaky.
Married another bodybuilder, yeah. Right, and they were pregnant, and they had these tests, and the baby was very large, but it was causing it pain, right, in the thing, right, and
it's almost bizarre, and like
after the female woke up pregnant after 7 months, and the baby
was walking around.
No, it forced its way out of the vagina.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it forced its way out.
Because it almost had like super strength.
And it was pulling her along by the umbilical cord, and it was a stone.
Extraordinary. That's freaky. I mean, you talk about freaky stuff.
That's made up.
What?
It wasn't pulling her along.
Well, no, it was she could feel it.
Exactly. And it was, do you know what I mean? Like, just went... and just sort of squeezed its way
got out because it was ready because of all the hormones.
Because it thought it was ready.
Oh God!
Imagine that. Just waking up and finding that in the bottom of the bed. Freak out, wouldn't it? Because you'd think it was a nightmare initially.
And it had hair and everything, didn't it?
Yeah, because all the hormones there, like
there was something in the week about you've got test tube babies and that now, haven't you? But they've managed to do it. I only caught half
I knew he'd be more impressed by the crabs than that. He doesn't care if it's human.
No, I am. I'm telling you though that there was something. I only caught half the story because I was busy. But there's something about babies being able to be born without having any people involved, or something. It's like putting them in an oven or something, and it's like a cake. And after a certain amount of time, it's ready.
I think you can buy those in Argos for kids at Christmas.
Well, it's my first baby kit.
Yeah. There's Play-Doh, I think, that they can buy.
Yeah. So what do you think of that then?
The baby one.
Yeah.
I prefer the crab one.
Yeah.
But the baby thing's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
So it was bigger than like the average.
Both made up. We made those up.
Yeah, they're both rubbish.
They're both bullshit.
They are both rubbish. Despite the fact they're both rubbish.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
We made those up. Both those stupid stories up.
Yeah.
Imagine downloading a crab's memories and seeing its mum feeding it as a child.
Both utter rubbish.
I had trouble. Yeah. I knew I was going to have trouble with pushed its way out of the vagina.
Yeah.
I practiced that about 30 times yesterday with Stephen. I was going, I'm not going to be able to do it, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed?
A little bit. I mean, the baby one's a bit sort of out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't really having that one.
No.
But the crab one,
See, now, what's interesting, I think, is a useful experiment, Karl. I don't know what it's taught you about yourself, but would you say that that's revealed to you a certain thing? I don't know, maybe that you're a bit gullible. I mean, what I'm saying is maybe you shouldn't accept or swallow hook, line and sinker everything you read on the web. Do you not think maybe a valuable lesson
I feel bad because I said to Steve, he won't be annoyed that we conned him, he'd be annoyed that they're actually not true. You'd love that crab thing to be true, wouldn't you?
It wouldn't surprise me if it did happen one day.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and then we'd laugh.
And he said, in the break when I said about the crabs, he went, well, I'm keeping them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.